I went to film a documentary about ghost towns, or at least that's what I kept telling myself. The truth is, I had found a coordinate scribbled in the scorched margins of an old half-burned journal. No name, no marked road, just a point lost between desolate hills and forgotten maps. Something pulled me toward it, something I didn't want to face. As I drove, a thick fog fell without warning, wrapping around the car like a warning. The radio began emitting a deep, droning hum, almost like a whisper I couldn't quite understand. The trees leaned toward the road, as if watching me, trying to close behind me. The town appeared suddenly, no transition, old, damp, frozen in some parody of life. The houses were still standing, but rotten inside. Windows wide open, lights flickering, but no people. Only strange, disturbing paintings on the walls. Villagers without eyes, with empty sockets staring into nothing. I started recording. The first takes looked normal, until I reviewed them. The shadows didn't match. They moved on their own. There were figures that hadn't been there when I filmed. Still, faceless, eyeless. On one of the streets, I passed in front of an old optician's shop. Inside, everything was coated in dust, except for one brightly lit display case. Inside, jars filled with murky liquid, and in them, eyeballs, floating, as if watching me. Some were still twitching. On the wall, an old portrait. Men and women, all without eyes. The houses seemed to breathe. Some had their doors wide open, as if waiting for me. Others slammed shut just before I approached. In one, I found a mirror. I looked at myself, but my reflection didn't blink. It just stared back, with no eyes. Then the glass cracked and bled. I wandered the town for hours, but every road led back to the same intersection. There was no way out. The street signs changed direction when I wasn't looking. I entered a church. Instead of saints, there were hooded figures. The altar was carved with strange symbols, spirals, crossed out eyes, reversed words. On the pulpit, a book. Each page showed a different face, all of them empty. And then I saw her. Through the fog, a woman approached. White dress, bare feet, soaked hair, no eyes. Her voice reached me without her mouth moving. "Why did you come back?" I knew who she was. Even without a face, the curve, the fight, the scream, the sound of her body hitting the pavement, the silence, the shovel, the forest. My ex. I buried her. I never confessed. And now, she had come for me. But in that moment, when I felt her breath so close, something inside me cracked. A memory I had been suppressing since the moment I arrived. I hadn't come here to film a documentary. There was no project, no camera. I made it all up. It was the lie my mind told me so I could run, to explain why I couldn't sleep, why her face was everywhere. I came here because something called me, because I wanted to disappear, because I deserved to be punished. I checked the recorder in my backpack. It was on, but it didn't contain my voice. Only a woman's voice, repeating, "Now you'll lose your eyes too." And I did. This morning I woke up in my bed. I can't see, I can't feel my eyelids. I only hear her breathing, lying at the foot of my bed. And the worst part is, deep down I feel relief, because now I understand why the people in that town chose to live without eyes. Because some things are better never seen again.